Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel, and today we are at the center of the universe, or so that's what the residents that live in this neighborhood believe. Of course, I'm talking about Fremont, which is one of my favorite neighborhoods just north of downtown and Queen Anne, perfectly sandwiched between Wallingford and Ballard. It's so centrally located, and it's very famous, of course, for the Fremont Bridge that is actively going up behind me right now. If you love art, Fremont is brimming with art installations. Every stroll is an adventure because you're seeing such an awesome diversity of art between murals and mosaics, and of course, seeing a lot of the local vendors at the Sunday market that we're going to talk about. Now, I'm here on a Sunday, which is the best day to come to Fremont because of the Fremont Sunday Market. It is so incredible and lively. On a day like today where it's sunny out and 75, you're not going to find a better spot here in Seattle. Now, as I said, Fremont is the center of the universe. That comes from when the Fremont Chamber of Commerce wanted to bring a lot more attention to Fremont, kind of get it on the map. So they doubled down on this idea that Fremont is the center of the universe. This kind of cheeky way to get attention and really get eyes on it. It really highlights the eccentric aspect of Fremont and the personality of the neighborhood. At the center of Fremont, they have a sign that points to various galactic locations in the universe, as well as other places in the world, really kind of doubling down on the fact that Fremont is the center of the universe. And again, kind of showing the humor and personality of the neighborhood. I really think that sign encompasses the personality of Fremont. Now, a day like today really highlights how laid back Fremont is. It's very much woven within the fabric of the neighborhood to kind of take a step back and take it a little easy. A day like today is perfect. It's really an example of that. Just walking through Fremont, the Sunday market, down the main drag, seeing people get beers, seeing people grab food from the market, coming down to the banks of the Fremont Cut and just soaking in the sun while watching the boats go by and seeing the bridge go up. You really get a sense of the laid-back nature in Fremont when you're walking the main streets like 34th, 35th, and 36th. When you're walking those streets and really taking it in, you see just kind of the laid-back nature of everyone just taking it easy. Now, beyond the laid-back nature, Fremont is also known to be a little bit quirky and eccentric, and there are some random pieces of history here in Fremont. There is the statue of Lenin that is very famous in the center of Fremont, and a piece of the Berlin Wall. Of course, you have the very famous Troll under the bridge. The Fremont Troll is one of Seattle's largest tourist attractions, and it's not hard to miss, so you should definitely drop in and check it out. It is a very, very cool sight, and you should see if you can guess what it's holding in its hand. Of course, being a real estate channel, we gotta talk about some real estate. Condos in Fremont start in the mid 300s into the low 400s and can go up from there. Townhouses will start in the mid 700s and go up. And of course, single family homes will likely start around 1.1, 1.2 and go up from there. Now, another thing that Fremont has that a lot of people overlook are the floating homes behind me. Some of the most expensive floating homes on the market are just here behind me. One was just recently on the market for over $3.5 million. Now let's talk about the makeup of the real estate here. Townhouses certainly make up the majority of the property here in central Fremont. And then as you get a little further out, you're gonna find that single family homes will really be the main option. And of course, you do have condos in central Fremont. They are pretty few and far between. There just are not that many formal condominiums in the heart of Fremont when compared to, say, Capitol Hill and Ballard, for example, but there are still options. Now, while Fremont's downtown is not as large as, say, Capitol Hill and Ballard, the diversity packed into what the food options are is really incredible. You have Japanese, you have Thai, you have South American, you have Venezuelan, you have Mexican tacos, tamales, you name it. Of course, you have Schilling Cider, which is one of my favorite cideries here in Seattle. You have Fremont Brewing, of course, and Fremont Coffee Company, which is one of my favorite coffee shops in all of Seattle. They revitalized the old Seattle Craftsman home into a coffee shop, and it makes it just that much more special. Now, of course, everyone knows South Lake Union is the tech hub of Seattle, but Fremont as a neighborhood really hits above its weight. Even though it is a compact downtown, you have some major players here in Fremont. You have Google, Salesforce, Adobe, as well as Brooks Running, which has their headquarters just down the street, and Tableau software. Fremont packs a huge punch. Given the size of its compact downtown, you really have everything at your fingertips within a matter of blocks. Not only do you have the diversity in the restaurants that I mentioned earlier, you also have Japanese, Vietnamese, and Indian restaurants here as well. One of the reasons I love Fremont so much is because it's so walkable. From the east end over at Fremont Brewing to the west end where you have Mischief Distillery, it's about a 15-minute walk, and everything between those two iconic establishments, you're gonna find everything that you could possibly want. Between the art, the eccentric personality, and the friendly people, what's there not to love about Fremont? Thanks for watching, you guys. We hope you enjoyed this tour of Fremont and seeing the Sunday market and really seeing what it's like to live here day to day. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. We're gonna do more content like this, and your support really means a lot. We'll see you in the next one.